dang it, I should have looked closer at what my team was doing before things absolutely blew up. I hear this all the time. Have you ever had one of those moments where you realize I should have paid closer attention? Yeah, I get calls like this every single day, and you're not alone. I had an attorney tell me this week I trusted and paid my team to handle things from a marketing perspective. And don't get me wrong, my team is absolutely great, but I wasn't really checking. I assumed everything was running smoothly. I was so excited about launching this new marketing initiative until it wasn't. Suddenly, we have balls drop, frustrated client, empty calendar, a whole lot of finger pointing, and guess who they were looking at to fix it? Me, the attorney. And that's when you realize you're leading from a distance really isn't leading at all. I wasn't asking the right questions, checking in on progress, just trusting people. And again, you have great people that you can trust, but most people do not. You're an attorney. You're trained to issue spot. And so what I hear from people a lot of times is, how in the heck do we risk mitigate this? It's easy. You guys by now are sick of me talking about your communication structure in your weekly meeting, but it's easier than you think. Weekly marketing meetings, absolutely no excuses. You have a team that leads a meeting, follows the agenda, comes and presents, not with constant questions, but they're in presentation mindset, CMO mindset. Those Facebook ads that my client launched in conjunction with Google AdWords that they were paying thousands of dollars a month to, and they were all so pumped and excited, only to find out that the lead pages were never connected to the CRM for the past 104 days. True story. And when I asked, what about your weekly marketing meetings? What about your daily huddles? How in the world was intake not coming to you and telling you this? How in the world was marketing not telling you that? And they're like, the shame look. We haven't had time to fit them in. We've been too busy. Stop ditching meetings. This could have been a massive opportunity to identify that when they're like, great, how are the Facebook ads doing? How are the LSAs doing? And then client services, receptionist, intake, whatever terminology you use, they're like, what are you talking about? I hear this every day. And then marketing will pull it up on the screen while you're there and you're clicking through the funnel. And like, we haven't gotten one lead since you did that. And they're like, what's going on? You would have known that within 7 days if you had that weekly marketing meeting, not 104. And the daily huddles for everyone's top priorities for the day and following up on yesterday's news and how they did, what got completed, where they got jammed up and stuck. You would have caught that the 5 sales meetings that 100% of them converted that the attorney did were absolutely ready to hire us, but because of the lack of process, the attorney took the files back to her office. Again, a true story, because they wanted to customize the engagement agreement. They weren't ready to quote the fee in the conference room. They wanted to send it out afterwards. They wanted to review their notes, what have you. And it's been 3 weeks have gone by. You think the client is going to call you and say, hey, where's my engagement agreement? No, they have absolutely moved on because another firm is hitting them with Facebook ads, inviting them to X, Y, and Z, and they have a tried, tested, proven process that does not happen. If you do not make time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for your illness. That's one of my favorite quotes. Giving time, 1 hour a week for your weekly marketing meeting, 30 minutes a day for your daily huddle. You're not leading them, attorney. You're empowering and educating your team with the tools, the system, and the process to do that. You're having real-time conversations with actual accountability. You're identifying blind spots. You're identifying where we have bottlenecks. We're no longer saying, well, we do check in. Hey, how's everything going, and moving on. You want CEO-type meetings versus addressing today's emergencies because you want to get out of chaos. It will take you 10 times the time, energy, frustration, money to figure out what in the hell happened and how in the hell it did happen if you're not making time for a systemized communication structure. Get out of chaos and a team that feels absolutely supported instead of constantly stressed and left to figure things out alone and on their own. And then, after the fact, guess whose problem it is? Guess where we're looking for the answers? Them, when they were not even involved in the strategy or the conversation in the first place. So, we've all been there. Absolutely. And the lessons have been learned, yes. But then we go back to our old ways, or maybe we're finger pointing, well, that happened because X, Y, and Z paralegal was an absolute disaster. No, we really want to use this for an opportunity for process, people, and production improvement. Trusting your team, which hopefully you already do, doesn't mean stepping back completely. It means collaboration. It means consistent communication. We never want to be left alone. But your job, attorney, is to give them permission to put these meetings on the calendar. Your job is to give them permission, responsibility, and authority to hold you accountable. No more ditching meetings. No more saying that it is okay to skip this week because of X, Y, and Z emergency. An emergency is a huge invitation that we need to stop immediately, get deeply curious, and honor our internal clients, our team, because emergencies are very rarely an exception, but they're a norm. So give the same dedicated time to your team as you do your external clients. And above all, making sure nobody is silently drowning before it is too late. Yes, it's really that simple. This is about building habits and putting the people, process, and production, only way we're profitable, reps in like you would at the gym. And after 30 days, you will have the six-pack law firm that you deserve and desire.
I'm so tired of micromanaging. How do I train, manage, and lead? I can't find time to be visionary, head down in the weeds.